It's a Mopar here of some sort. This is 56 Plymouth, I think he's working on. This is a 56 Plymouth rear end, or frame here.
But that configuration at the back, that's not 56 Plymouth, is it?
Look at that 8 3/4 Chrysler rear end. Yep.
This is
dual quad carbs there. You can tell by the brass on the top there. Yeah, you got to be careful, Roy. You got to be very, very careful. Could dock him in a show. You got to watch that stuff. Sheriff Roy or Mark Vandervoort here. Here's Neil. We saw Neil this morning here at the museum here, and you're helping Bob here with the rest. Yeah. You and Bob have the resto shop here. Yeah. Yeah. This is where it's all done, boy. All the gold anodizing here and all the pieces here. You can't get it done in the area, huh? Well, you know, all the years that you two have been into this, you know where to go for what. And
well, he's done that. Those guys keep so long. They're such a super job.
Yep. So this is the 57, 58 Plymouth Fury. Sheriff Roy, look at the setup here. Sheriff Roy, here's a dual quads off your squad right here.
Oh, Fury V800.
Fury V800 setup. These all are cars that Bob had done over the years. 59 Dodge Custom Royal. And a 660 Dodge. He's done a few other cars too. It's a 59 Impala he used to have. And Sean Mullins, you know, my friend Sean here has one like that without a, see, look at the flags on the hood. And here's some classic radios that he has here. Wow, look at that. It's like a Pontiac speedometer, like a 56 Pontiac. And Bob, you own the 59 Impala also.
I used to.
You used to own that. Does it have to be 348, or you can be anything and you'll make it?
It can have a 4-cylinder Toyota engine. It'll line up with 348.
So anybody that's Sean Mullins, I have a friend of mine's got the identical color, white with black.
White with black?
White with black.
Interior?
Red interior.
Oh yeah, because they didn't have black interior.
Yeah, red interior, but it's white like that with black strip
Oh,
on the
okay,
side.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yep. Well, there's the 348 right there.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a... I see that, wow. So folks, you're getting a peek at a shop where it is done. Hey, Lynn, did you find, what do you think of this? Does this look like your shop,
This is
Lynn?
where the master works.
Lynn Zimmer here. And
Can you handle a beer?
Bob Schmidt.
I'll take one. I'll take one. I really don't drink, but I always have a beer with friends. Yeah.
Yep. 348 and tri-power. 3 carburetors. Bob has them covered to keep the moths out of them.
It's so funny right now. When we get it all done, we'll take it, we'll repaint it, and then I'll clear coat it. This
is GM's turbo thrust, and now with that setup on there, they call it the super turbo thrust.
Yeah.
Now then, Neil, did you know if you had a cam and 11-to-1 compression, they call it the special super turbo thrust?
I didn't know that.
350. See, this is going in what year? 58. 315 horsepower then would be the biggest one you could get in 58.
Yeah.
The 280 horsepower.
They have a 2 1/4,
250 horse 4-barrel. 280 and 315, yeah. So the 3
horsepower was this one?
Well,
probably?
what compression is it?
I don't know that.
It's probably going to be a automatic or
Yeah, power guy.
okay. So the biggest motor you could get would be the 280 horsepower. So they just call it the super turbo thrust. 280 horse, 348.
Well, now if he puts 3 deuces on there,
That makes it a super turbo thrust. 4-barrel is just a turbo thrust.
wouldn't he have to change the cam in it?
Not if you're going to be racing it, yes. But if you're just going to be driving it, you don't have to do anything to it. But that's going to be nice. All right. This is how it's done. And probably here is that Aluma Blast from Eastwood. Hey, Bob, I'm on his case when
We
we
gotta
were
get them CAD plated.
when we were doing that Plymouth. He's doing all these little bolts one at a time with a CAD plate, and then I said he wants to make it all stock. Mike, what color was this? How are these bolts done? Then he paints his 392 black. I said, Lynn, that isn't stock. You're supposed to be silver. And he said, but then he wants to make everything else absolutely original.
I didn't want to mislead people. I didn't have any
I'm just giving Lynn a hard time. It's his car, and you can do it any way you want.
I never do anything. You're spending money. It's all gold.
Exactly.
Every nut bolt on this 56 Fury is going to be gold CAD. I did a 59 Fury for a guy.
It's a 56 Plymouth Fury frame.
Convertible, gold quad car, kind of a light aqua color. First car I did where everything was gold CAD. I saw my parent last year and he said, I am really pissed at you. He says, I got a building full of Ferraris and Lamborghinis and such cars. I opened the door and look at my own cars, and the first car you look is a 59 Plymouth. And they look underneath and it blows them away because it's done actually a step beyond this yet.
Just having a good time here with friends.
Say that again?
I need to go.
If he's afraid if he talks, he might go. Cheers, here, Lynn.
Cheers, absolutely.
Cheers. Gold CAD. You're going to take everything off his Fury Belvedere and gold CAD.
It's just going to be gold CAD. God bless America. 57.
It'll be another 5 years then, Lynn. Bob's parts storage here. 58.6 Plymouth Fury. That's the frame belongs to these pieces right here. I'm doing it all here. Yep, all right.
More nuts, bolts, whatever.
Place in Chicago does
When I was in
it.
Arizona, I probably had enough stuff to do 5 extra cars. Just every car I do, I just put a salvage yard, you get some more ones, blast them, throw them in there.
Okay, so you prepping for this place in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gold CAD. And this is all gold CAD right here too. Because if your car looks so
nice.
showy.
I'm going to check out here. We thank you, Bob, for the tour here.
Hey, no problem.
And you're going to be here a while doing more stuff here, huh?
Well, again, I got to apologize for this pigsty here.
You're right. Yeah. I should have wiped my feet before I walked in
Oh,
here.
you did? Well, you're going to have to leave.
Thanks for having us. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Anytime, mate.
I can see how you can really work them through here.
Before I check out here, I saw an interesting picture on the wall there. I know that fella from TV. I know the guy on the right. And Bob, could you explain that? What's going on there? That's Dennis Gage from My Classic Car. Did you have an interview with him at one time?
Well, I did a half-hour TV show. I mean, when I was out in Tempe.
So you see, folks, this guy is a very famous, well-known.
More famous, the more I drink, too.
So Lynn, what do you have to say about that picture?
I think it's just wonderful and classic statement I learned from you. There you go, Ollie.
There you are, Ollie. See?
Have I changed it?
And this here, this is kind of cool here. Big dogs ride. If you can't run with the big dogs, keep your sled in the shed.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And what do you? There you go, Ollie.
This is pretty much a high lift table too. I mean,
Well, the table, I just found out at a second-hand store the other day, and I thought, I'll put this on there, it fits, but this got to go on the wall someplace.
Well, you found his table at a second-hand store?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got I'm a couple legs down here, but I still think this needs to be on the wall. It's just so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice to have a gathering of friends here for this meet here and all that. Seeing you, Bob, and how this, it's unfortunate that this, maybe if the museum wasn't going to go away, we wouldn't have had the 300 meet here. You never know.
You never know.
So what turns up here,
One door closes, another one opens.
Sometimes two of them open.
I'm still trying on the NHRA museum. We're still working on that deal. We're not dead on that yet, so
Excellent.
that could happen. So.
Absolutely.
So, Mike,
Thanks.
Mike, a lot of people don't realize what really goes into a full restoration.
You know where
Just
those
a simple
go?
thing like this.
You know where those
what
go?
that's for?
Those are windshield.
Mopar, yeah.
And you can't get those anymore. And this one here is going to be tough to reuse.
That's why it's an extra one. So
that's
like gold. That's why it's gold.
After you leave, Bob is going to count them too.
Mark gets
Once
those.
his pockets are bulging a little more, either he's seeing a girl I'm not looking at, or he's stealing parts. I don't know which.
It's those little things like when you're running your squad, the Fury V800. If the screw is turned wrong, the guy gets away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out and see you folks later. We have Gerald Powers here also from Carlton, Minnesota, and he has a 55 Ford. It's a classic. Is it a custom line or
Custom line.
custom line? Just a custom line. And you have a 4-automatic or 3-speed?
3-speed with overdrive.
Wow, 272.
Yes.
They're sweet little running motors. Yep.
Grandfather bought it brand new.
Oh wow, that's even
I
nicer.
drove it when it was new.
Wow. Gerald Powers here from Carlton.
Never want to get rid of that one.
Those are my
We're going to check out, and we'll see you folks later here from the Bob Schmidt Classic Car Restoration Shop here in Branson, Missouri. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Mike.
This is a 300C that Bob did about 25 years ago. They're restoration of a 300C convertible, and for Blackhawk collection here. And there it is, 57 300C convertible in Goggin red. But anyhow, we're going to evacuate the place here, and we're going to go to a Mexican place down there in Branson. Thanks, Bob Schmidt, Mike Meier checking out here from Bob Schmidt's Restoration Shop here in Branson, Missouri. Morning there, Lynn Zimmer, Drexel.
I think I need to get it in the shade where it doesn't show off all its imperfections.
You know, it looks just great. This camera isn't that detailed, but I do see it has that Super Fury V800. I like that. I like your emblem.
Okay, it's subtle, right? Yeah.
Very, very good there. And
Super Fury V800.
Super
okay.
Fury V800 is the 318 dual quads. We want one better, right?
One better.
We went 392, and I do see it. You know, there's another old car lover. There's your genuine root beer float, metallic brown Buick with bad shocks. Nice 67 Electra.
Yeah.
And I see the guys there, Mark Vandervoort and Daryl, are there. Morning, guys. Did Mike tell you that that's an original 4-speed F, but he filled the console in because Linda doesn't like shifting, right? I'm harassing you, Mike. What's new, right?
Sure, get a release on that.
Sir, I was wondering, can I video you, please? Good memories. Have a good day. Now, Lynn, we're looking at your Plymouth here, and you're just kind of, isn't it labor of love? He just opens the hood up here because he just loves looking at the big Hemi.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing more than that, right? Which he'll help check things out here for you. And from 80 to 120 is almost as fast, too.
Almost.
And that's what's only like this one makes it. I don't think there's a
Nice terracotta 300F here with skirts on there. Yep.
Got over 5,000 series aluminum.
Well, I like this. Yep. My big red is the same color as this. And that we're parking lot rhetoric and good old stories, 100-mile-an-hour stories, right? Plus 63 300 pace setter there. 383 or 413?
Slant 6.
Pardon me?
Slant 6.
Yes, I can hear that. I can hear. My ears are better than that. Just a 2-barrel, the standard engine. Okay, so 325 horse instead of 305 horse, probably something like that. Yeah, I bet it'll squawk the tires too, huh? No. Not here. Your wife's with you.
It's got a 293 gear.
Okay. He's gonna make a smoke show for us, Mark.
Wait just a minute. I got to look at this real quick.
He has a.
Now, no, I like those hubcaps.
Ace, well, you have your hat on today. No reflection, Linda. Yeah, there it is. And you know he'll tell you the story on how that happened.
How what happened?
Yeah. Tell him how he lost his hair.
That's part of the Denver story.
Yeah, the 300D backfired.
You've been recording all this?
Oh, absolutely,
Because I
absolutely.
only get little bits of this, and I want the real stuff.
We will get you.
I know, but
Yep. A lot of stuff going on here.
maybe you could trim it neatly.
I want to try and get it long enough so that it'll stay out of the
looking
way.
at your mustache there.
But that's hard to do.
I know why he's growing it long.
I tried
He's
that.
growing it long so the flies don't get in, Linda.
He repeats himself a lot.
Ace Towing is confronting Lynn Zimmer here, and he's saying, would you take a couple grand for it?
Yeah.
Lynn?
Yeah.
You have all kinds of opinions here now. Did you find out what's wrong?
Actually making progress.
Actually, probably, you can pick and choose, right?
It's plugged. They've been a little bit on the loose side.
There you go. Yeah, we got a little bit of fuel leaks on it.
People on the yard last night loosening this stuff up. I'll start it.
Yep, very good. Right. Morning, Don.
Safety first.
Bill, do you trust us driving in your C here all the way to the? We're going to the business
Is this
meeting
being
now.
filmed? If it is,
Yes, it is.
yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll sit center there, just so I'm the skinniest of the group, right? Right, Len?
Yeah.
Here's this.
Well, if it gets us there, well, let's wait till we get there.
Oh, it'll get there. If now we have a couple motorheads here, we can kind of help you out here.
So
We've
We're
got
riding
spare,
in Bill
we got even a spare motor in the Plymouth that he shouldn't
Bill
be in.
Woodward's.
we got a spare motor out.
Do we know where we're going? I mean, how far the job out in
We're cruising in the strip here in Branson,
yeah.
in the 300C.
Body tears. Anybody want to stop for a tattoo?
There you go, Ply. You can get a 61 Plymouth put right on your forehead. Reverend Ply.
And hang a couple pods off each ear, right?
Yeah, a couple light pods off of each ear. It's a 61 Plymouth.
Oh, they're beautiful cars. Well, I like those. Those are sort of so odd. They're beautiful.
You had a bladder problem?
You know something, and Reverend Ply, and now he was talking about the other night, he should have sprung for the $300 for the 61 Plymouth.
You know?
Yeah, well, now you're
It's not
real,
a joke anymore.
he's serious about it. He would like to buy that Plymouth.
Absolutely.
I still remember that. We were down in Hayes, Kansas. The thing was original paint, 30,000. It was a Savory 6, Savoy with a slant 6 and lever action. And then Reverend Ply,
My style.
his style, and we were even going to pay for it for him, and he still didn't want it. But now you screwed up. That was one of your bad moves, Ply.
Yeah, that's one of my big moves.
And you're not going to hit
300s all over the place.
My goodness.
Look at that, huh?
Oh, hey, we
this is a
just
mess
turned
up.
the clock back.
Is there some convention going on here?
There's a sign that says for stick C parking only, Bill. For the ride here, Bill, in this nice C, boy, she sure stops good with those disc brakes. 74 New Yorker disc brakes on her.
This is a 56.
So there's
56 300B, yep.
There's the doggone.
Boy, look at this. Yeah, doggone red, doggone red
You're getting all three.
Tahitian coral.
You're getting all. Yeah, that's right. That's 58.
Tahiti 58.
Bill, are you saying did you put disc brakes on? Is that what y'all were talking about? I didn't quite get all that.
Yeah, yeah, I got. And I repainted those because the red just was in conflict with the red.
Conflict with the red on the
It
car.
was a different color red. So
Yeah.
I just.
Now
So,
you go on the, no. Now what do you do?
I swear the top of the doors on
Blue
that.
300F there and
You
300J.
grind those off. Did you put them together and then just keep?
Yeah, I think I kind of.
Couple 300Fs
Or did you
there.
grind them off the car or something?
I think I did use probably. But actually,
300 business meeting here at the Annie Williams Moon River Grill, so we better get in there and see what's going on there, right, Ply?
very
Does it take place at
timing,
noon?
you know.
Something like that. Here's the group here. Morning, everybody. I know it's noon, but it's still morning, you know. Hey, Ray. Hey, Gil. Morning, Carlton. Hey, Barb. Good morning. It's still morning. No, wait a minute. No. That dates you when you say good afternoon when it's noon. It's still morning. But good afternoon too. Reverend Fly. 300 Club business meeting. First important thing on the agenda is lunch, right, Bill? And we had a nice juicy ride pot by. Before we take a sip of our beer, you should say grace.
Oh, we should. Oh, yeah.
Say grace. Let's do it over.
Thank you, Lord, for this beer.
Hey, I'm in, right?
You had to.
He did say that gracefully, though. You know. Thanks, Reverend Fly.
Here's a straw for your beer.
A straw for my beer, thank you. That's a real redneck way of drinking your beer. Actually, you know if you're a redneck, you know how to tell if a guy puts his seatbelt on when he goes in the movie theater.
There's also a pad of paper, a sign-up that we normally, if you've been to business meetings before, starting in this corner, just make sure you sign in before you leave. Keep track of who all attends the business meeting.
All right. Now, anybody that gets unruly, Brian is going to handle it. He's got a baseball bat. Right, Brian?
That's right.
All right, Branson, Missouri. Here we all are again. And I think we all made it here, including myself, after a little problem, but we're here. Do we have any first-timers here? All right, over here. Could you stand up and introduce yourself?
Thomas Scotus of Nolan Dallas from Chicago.
Alex and Alex Brightman from England.
Yeah, I think he's the man that worked on my car, too. All the way from England, too, you know that.
Where did you get the bill for that?
Service call for Wisconsin.
Got them over there yet? Yeah.
Gary and Phyllis Banter from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
George happened to jump for you, huh?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Well, you know, it seems to me that this is, what is that? 38 or 39. I'm starting to lose track of it anymore.
39.
39, okay. Not too long ago, we were talking about how did this all come about? Well, the first actual meeting that we held was up in Holly, Michigan in July of 1970. And we had a row of 300s there. You know, we never knew that there were that many 300s around. And then much to our surprise, Joe Cunningham was working for Chrysler Corporation, and I guess one of the people he knew over there at the time pulled up in a brand new 70 Hearst. And everybody said, "Oh God, look at that monster," you know. But then, you know, later on, found out there was only 485 of them made. So they were just as rare, in some cases, rarer than a real undercar 300. Time passes, and I know I've owned one, and there's a lot of members here that have owned one, sold them, and there's some members that still have it and enjoy it. It's all part of the game. Again, on behalf of the officers and directors of the 300 Club International, again, I welcome you all. And I hope you've had a good time so far, and there's more activities and so on and so forth going on. You know, be part of your experience, to be here in Branson, Missouri. And the man that has put this together, to me, years and years ago, was a very unlikely candidate to own a 300. But now this is the second meet that he's hosted, and that's Dr. Rob Kirk. All right, getting on to business here, and I'll try and make this as short and sweet as possible. Some people say that it's impossible for me to do this. I have gone down to, I think the record was a 25-minute business meeting. That was a long time ago. I'd like to introduce the executive committee. myself as president. Jim Krausman, at the very last minute, as vice president, was unable to make the meet due to business. We had our secretary, Lori Moon, our treasurer, was not able to make it.
She didn't run off the money, did she?
Don't know yet until I get home. No, just recently, Alan had a hip replacement. And I guess things weren't going well. They decided not to come, but then at the last minute, word come out that they were going to try to get plane tickets. Well, apparently that didn't happen. So I don't know if this is with the difficulty that Alan has with the new hip replacement, but anyhow, I'm sure that they do that. Then we've got the board of directors, and I'm sure one fellow here may have made his presence noticed, and that's one of our members from California, John Lazenby. John, where are you? Over here.
Over there.
Then, along with that, we have a director here that's also one of the founders of the club, back in July 1970, Gil Cunningham from Tallahassee, Florida. Gil? Then a recently new member of the board, somewhat of a neighbor of mine, and I got to know him after I moved to Jonesville, and I'm still wondering to this day if that was an advantage or a disadvantage. But he's a true blue collector and so on and so forth, and that is Michael Burke. Michael, where are you? And Rob and Marty, back here in the corner. Our host.
George, I got to George. A few quick announcements, and they will be quick. This afternoon, George is This afternoon, George is conducting the transmission clinic in Hospitality Suite, room 600. Not the main Hospitality Suite, room 600 is where all the auto parts are on sale, okay? Tonight, Letter Card Jeopardy is going to be room 900, which is actually the back part of the Applewood Mall there, okay? There will be signs. It's, what you do is if you're going to where the breakfast room is, turn left, there will be a sign there. You go up a little ramp, you'll see the back of, there's a glass doors and like a white brick building. That's where we'll be. 7 o'clock we'll be opening the doors, and we hope to get the game going at 7:15. It will be fun. Tomorrow, the car show, Gil, we only have one judging, and you want to get that started at 9 o'clock, right?
Yes. You know, we can vary that whenever the show gets started.
Well, you wanted to start judging, I thought at 9 o'clock, so the show starts at 10.
Okay, that's fine.
So, Gil will probably talk to Fritz as to where he wants you to meet for judging. The car show will be where the drive-in movie was last night. And there will be a concession stand open, and you're in on anybody's parade, but I know you all came here to maximize your time in Branson to see shows, attractions, whatever. But those are the itinerary things. Hoses, I did arrange a second hose station, okay?
Car washing.
Okay. There's the one that's by room 600 where it's for the RV dump site and all that stuff, and we've got that hose fixed. The second hose site is right near our main hospitality suite by the pool.
For some of the, and excuse this expression, but for some real men in the group here that don't want to do these other things that maybe the wife wants you to do, 42.6 miles, there's a Hooters.
46 miles
Right past it.
What is that?
Ace.
There's a sign-in sheet going through here. So